A couple in Navan say they are devastated and angry after their pet pot-bellied pigs were shot dead on their property within meters of their home.
But the man responsible for their death says it was all a huge mistake. CTV's Claudia Cautillo is covering this story for us and joins us now with the details on this one. Claudia.
Well, the couple say the pigs were beloved pets who were a part of their family. They even took part in the couple's wedding earlier this fall. They say the animals should never have been shot on private property near their home, and they want to make sure hunters are clear on the rules.
Do you remember the time they were in the kiddie pool?
For Matt Nguyen and wife Leanne, this is a special spot behind their home.
Just fun, outgoing in their own different ways.
It marks where their pet pot-bellied pigs, Pickles and Rosie, were buried. So we're truly shattered.
I miss them. I miss them every day, and I can honestly say I haven't been myself since it happened.
About 3 weeks ago, Leanne got a call from a neighbor up the road asking for permission to shoot what he says appeared to be 2 wild boars on her property. It went to her voicemail.
I called him back 20 minutes or so later and left him a voicemail as he did not answer, saying, "Do not shoot. They are pet pot-bellied pigs, Pickles and Rosie. They most likely got out of their pig pen. Please do not shoot. You do not have permission."
She sent him a Facebook note with the same message and called her husband Matt to go home and check things out. He says he spoke with 2 men in his driveway who told him they were waiting to hear back from his wife about shooting wild boars on the property.
I said, "Well, try calling you guys back." And then that's when they say, "Well, I guess my phone must be in the car." And I said, "By the way, where are the pigs?" And they point out by the coverall building. Oh, they're behind the coverall building.
He says he searched the property for Pickles and Rosie, called them, nothing. Leanne finally spoke with her neighbor who admitted to shooting and killing the pigs before realizing they were pets and taking them off the property.
Shaking, crying, screaming, not understanding why. I don't even know how I made it home. My husband was the same way. As soon as I called him, he was crying, screaming. This was my husband's childhood dream, to have pet pigs.
CTV reached out to the man who shot and killed the pigs. Now, he did not want to appear on camera, but he says this was a horrible error. He says he thought he was shooting wild boars and that this is the biggest mistake of his life. After that, things got a bit complicated. The man says he thought he was helping by putting down what he believed to be boars. They're a nuisance and can harm humans or pets or cause disease. He offered the couple $1,000 for his mistake, but they countered, asking for $12,000 and saying they'd go public and pursue legal action. The neighbor said no. The couple said they are no longer pursuing legal action, but they want hunters to know what happened to their pets wasn't right.
Because we want to raise awareness. Trespassing is illegal. Trespassing is not okay.
The Ministry of Natural Resources is investigating this incident, and so have police. They have not laid charges. Now, the neighbor says he deeply regrets what happens and wishes that he could take it back. The gun he used, which he says was passed down from his late grandfather, has been temporarily confiscated while the ministry investigates. Graham and Patricia.
Briefly, Claudia, any idea, are there a lot of wild boars in this area? Or do you know?
So the ministry says they are considered an invasive species, and there are reports of them popping up, but they are not typically cited. They're unusual for Eastern Ontario.
Terrible story. CTV's Claudia Cautillo reporting live. Thanks, Claudia.